Sup gang, it's another sketchbook tour. So I got two sketchbooks here. I could have just done them one at a time. I actually finished this a little while ago. But I thought it'd be good to go with both of them kind of at the same time because they have some things, like I kind of use them at the same time. So yeah, this is the second one. But the first one, let's have a look at the stickers. I got a couple of stickers from artists. So this one, this big Will Wood one, is from Potato Lord. Same with this little Will Wood. I think, oh, this one too. This little glass break one. And then I got a couple stickers from Turtle Soup. So we have this sci-fi one in the front. And we got, where else we got? We got the This Is Fine. We got this Moth. I love this sticker. And Not My First Rodeo. The other ones are just like random ones I got somewhere or that were given to me, other than the Arctica sticker. The Arctica sticker is the brand of the sketchbook. I'm a big fan of Arctica. I prefer like a smaller size now. Similar to like this size, I guess. Just for like carrying reasons. But if you're looking for a slightly bigger sketchbook that's quite cheap, I recommend this one. I'll put the Amazon link. Oh, also, this one, that's my sticker. If you want to get your own Jujutsu Kaisen makeout sticker, you can go to my Ko-Fi. Shameless plug, I guess. Yeah, so let's open this. I really like the purple of these. I like the purple and the black theme of Arctica. And like their paper quality is really good. It takes a lot of really nice materials. It's pretty thick. I've used like acrylic paint. I've used paint markers. I've used pencil, charcoal, watercolor. Like, of course, like there is buckling in some of the paper, but it holds up pretty well. I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, this is the opening page. I started this on my birthday, actually. I drew me and my personas celebrating my birthday. I don't know how else to explain this. This is drawn with Posca's brush markers, like they're paint pens. I actually drew this like the last day of using the sketchbook because I genuinely forgot and I didn't know how I wanted to draw it. I will say I prefer the sketch of this way more, so if I ever want to redraw it, I do have the sketch and I'm gonna do it digitally. Yeah, but this is sketchbook 38, so yeah. Here was the planning page. I actually did plan it like a super long time ago, like at the beginning of the sketchbook, and then I never drew it because I'm weird like that. But I kind of did a combination of these two. Well, these three, I guess. Yeah, looks about right. This was when, so for my birthday, my partner and I went to the movies to go see Star Wars because it was the anniversary. And naturally, we're gonna go see it on my birthday. So then I got the tickets, stuck them in here, and I painted Anakin and Obi-Wan. And of course, the infamous scene. This is in between. This is just like a piece of wax paper that I've taped in. It's in between because acrylic paints like to stick to each other. Especially, I use Moth Marty, and it likes to stick to itself. I did use other brands of paint in here, and I'll go over that, and they don't stick together. So, also for my birthday, we went to a little, like, arcade thing, and I stuck it in here. And then I also drew one of my OCs. It's my Star Wars OC. She's kind of like my insert character. You know, I like her. She's cool. This, how do I explain this? One time I went and got a Shirley Temple at a restaurant, and I thought it looked pretty, so I took a photo and I came home and drew it. And I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like my little Garfield persona. And I'm like, what if I took other drinks that looked like my other personas and drew them, and I just kind of like did little quick ones, and I never did a full drawing of it, but that's fine. These stickers you can get on my shop. This one is limited stock, so if you just want like a little guy, you can get that. There's like very little left, but we got the big one with like the whole lineup. What's this? More stickers? Yeah, I got more stickers and I threw them in here. This one you can't buy. No one can buy this. This is just for me and my partner. But that's a drawing of my partner, of my Pookie Wookie pencil crayon. That's it. I don't know. We got some anatomy. I used Line of Action, the website, to do like quick gesture drawings. It's a good way to fill up the page and get your wrist warmed up if you need to. This was with my old paint markers alongside some pencil crayon, and I drew my OC. I don't actually have a name for her, I think. But she's like a knight angel character. I don't really know how to explain it. I really like how I shaded like the protruding star. It looks very 3D. This was a design for a character that never actually got done. She's based off a jellyfish. That's gonna be the color palette, I guess. I don't know. I started drawing her and then I never actually like finished it. But she's cute. I like her. I want to redraw her sometime. We got more anatomy and we also got some like faces to like fill up the page. These were really fun to do. This page is people telling me what to draw. That's my cousin's cat. That's my friend. And then this is my OCs that my friends was like, you should redraw them because I missed them. And I'm like, bet. And I have drawn them more, as evidence here. Look at them. They're so cute. He has an axe. That's not even his final design. But we also got this M&M guy and then me and the wife. Cats. I don't know what to say. Also Line of Action. They don't have more than just like anatomy. They have animals as well. They have hands. I did lots of hands. They also have like feet and shapes and stuff. Here's some Rosa drawings. No reason why. I just felt like drawing her. And then I got new rainbow pencils. I love the like multicolored pencils so much. So I was very happy when I got those and I had lots of fun drawing things. So we got birds, also Line of Action. Okay, I don't actually know why I did this page. I wanted to like fill up the sketchbook really quick. For some reason, I found this like old DVD box in my hoard of things. And I decided to stick it in here and then I drew Shrek and the fairy godmother. This is my character Estella, and there's Estella and Max. I really want to turn this into a proper illustration. Because the anatomy is one weird, but I really like how he's like more like solid and she's like all floaty and rainbow. It's so cute and I love it. And also these like big Studio Ghibli tears. Yeah, but I had fun drawing that. I don't even want to talk about this page. I don't like this. This is my OC Heather. She has multiple looks. We're not going to talk about that because I don't like it. We got more Line of Action. More anatomy, even more with the rainbow pen. I should have mentioned there's slight nudity in this. Nothing explicit, but you know. Oh! We got some fun stuff. So this is like my main OC group that I think about all the time, but I never actually draw. It's Haley, Rosalie, and Anthony. And I was never satisfied with Anthony's design. I always thought he looked too similar to Haley because they're both blonde. They were different shades of blonde, like she had more yellow hair. He is more like bleached blonde, whatever. But I thought they looked too similar, so I decided that he actually dyes his hair like that sort of bleached thing, and then he always has his roots showing. And I also changed his hairstyle, and I like it so much better. And I also really like this drawing of Haley. She's one of my favorites. She's like one of my favorite people to draw. And then of course we got a mini Anthony because boobs. I want to turn this into a sticker as well. I also want to do an illustration of the three of them sitting together. I really don't like this, and I did not like it at the time, so I practiced a bunch of sitting poses. These were more than like 1 minute. I like took my time to actually like study these ones. I found these on Pinterest, I think. And then taking what I learned, I drew a better one. I am not satisfied. I want them to be more closer like this, but they do look way better here. I also want to draw them in like this little chibi form, like holding hands and stuff, because they're my little sillies, and I want that as a sticker. I hate this page. I hated it when I drew it, and I hate it now. It's just really quick doodles of faces. I don't know what to tell you. Here we got animals with hooves. That's a giraffe. I think the horses came out the best, I'm gonna be honest. More animals with hooves. Why did I want to draw horses so bad? I actually enjoyed drawing the horses. Maybe it's because it reminded me of the My Little Pony obsessed kid I was. We got more Rosa, and then we got one of her girlfriends, Ruby. I think that's her name. I don't actually know. But I frankly was not, satisfied with her design, so I fixed it. I made her look more like a blacksmith and more muscular and stuff, and I like her so much better now. Like, I love this little doodle where she has, like, the dramatic hammer. Because in this story, they all kind of have, like, dramatic weapons. Like, Rosa literally has a giant axe that makes no sense. It's great. But here's some more designs of Ruby. I really like this one. This one's fine. This one's awful. Weapon. Hammer thing. It looks like the thing from Arcane. We got more of them because I love them so much. Yeah. Remember when I was talking about the shapes? Well, here you go. We got shapes. We also have really bad cyber sigilism, I think this is called. I get better at it later. Here's more practice of that. I'm just trying to fill up the pages. I don't know. This was another, like, my Instagram followers tell me what to do. I really like the composition of this page. Skeleton, that's my friend. Two of my old OCs, same story as the other two OCs that I was told to draw. Friend's cat, random bird, and someone told me to draw a deviled egg. I think it was last year. I did the 100 head challenge. It was a Pintrest challenge to do where you draw 100 heads in 10 days. So it's 10 heads a day or per day. But I kind of just did it however I wanted. I actually really enjoyed this. It filled up a bunch of pages, and I actually really like a lot of the drawings. Like, I really like this one. She's kind of cute. This one was my favorite. I remember in the last time I did it, I really liked drawing that one, so I tried to make it as good. Honestly, I don't think I did as good, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just trying to fill out the page. Most of them, I'm more interested in, like, the composition way. Like, this is very exciting to me. This is not. Like, this seems very boring and basic. Same with this. It's like, they're just kind of there. They're not, like, together. They're not, like, using each other. Same with these. This is done with paint instead. This was with cheaper paint. I think it was Artist Loft that I used. I use it more elsewhere. That one I kind of like. I like the shape of his beard. That one too. Yeah, these ones were, like, not very good. But this page, I'm like, I gotta figure out the composition, and I really did, and I made her try to look the best, because she was the last one. But I really like these, like, old guy ones. I don't know why. I also really like the composition. It just looks visually interesting. Oh, this, how do I explain this? So, while I was in Ottawa, my aunt and I were going home, we were taking the bus home. And she sits on this pamphlet, and it's a religious, people leave it on the bus to, like, get people to take it, I guess. And so what I did was I took it, and it had a calendar inside it. And I found the images in the calendar to be kind of pretty. So what I decided to do was I cut them out and tried to repaint them in just, like, simple shapes. It also helped fill out the page. There was a lot of them. There were 12 in total, but it was, like, double-sided, so I only chose one for each. So I had to do 6. Honestly, the first one's the best one. This one with, like, the lavender or whatever it is. The little flowers, the purple flowers. This also has, like, the least amount of colors in it. And it just looks very visually pleasing. But yeah, that's how that calendar lived on, I guess. Hands and feet. Oh, this is Madeline. Why I drew her, I don't know. But here I was trying to figure out, at some point I know she cuts her hair short, and I was referencing a character from Invincible. I've never seen that show, but I was referencing her hair because I really liked how they drew it. So I was trying to figure that out. More of what people are telling me to draw. I forget who the artist is that I based it off, but it's like, one comment was like, draw when your OCs in this person's art style. It's like very Art Nouveau, which I'm like totally into right now. So that's what came of it. I actually really like this. Some of it I don't like. But then we got Lucy and Chad again. And then we got Be Girlfriends. I actually really like this. This is really cute. And a plane. It's a plane. And then, because I didn't have anything else to draw, I stuck a sticker in here once I got them. Because I gotta use them. We got more kitties. More kitties. They look very silly and scrunky. More of me and my partner, because I missed him. There's the original doodle for that sticker. That's so silly. I was going to do a full illustration for like our anniversary, and then I kind of hated it when I finished it. So, oops, I guess. This one's cute. This was for Pride Month. I drew some of my LGBTQ characters. This one's my favorite drawing out of all of them. Her too. I love him. I love him so much. It's like totally not his personality at all, and that's why I like it. So that's fun. Now this is a total contrast from that. One of my friends, he was graduating this year, and he's like, can you paint my grad hat? And I'm like, absolutely. What do you want on it? And he's like, the guy from Halo. So I'll put a photo of the hat on the screen. This was just extra paint that I filled in. This is when I actually realized I needed to get new paint markers, and why I actually got the Posca ones that I used here. I do actually like this. I like how sketchy it is, and how, like, don't look at this though. Whatever that is, whatever I was drawing before, don't look at it. Here's more cyber sigilism, but rainbow. It kind of looks like that stuff from Arcane. I think that was like the main inspiration of it. Here's a self-portrait and then a mini version of it. It was one of my friend's birthdays and he does drag, so I'm like, I'm gonna draw your drag persona as a little plushie. I was gonna make it and then I never finished it. But here's like all the planning and stuff. And then I ended it with Waluigi because I was cleaning my room like, I should put this in here. Yeah. Sorry, kind of got fast at the end. And what's in the pocket? Nothing. That's actually kind of sad. Usually I have something in the pocket. That's the end of this book. Now we got this little guy. I tried something different for the spine. I wrote the dates of like when I started it and when I completed it, and then I wrote the number of like which sketchbook it was. This was sort of like my Ottawa travel sketchbook. So while I was in Ottawa, I'm like, I don't want to have two sketchbooks, but I kind of just want to have one dedicated to me taking around and drawing and then doing like lots of scrapbooking in. So this one I found at the thrift store, and when I went to Ottawa, like literally the next day we went to a flea market and there were lots of art vendors. And so I got a bunch of stickers. I have their business cards on like the first few pages, so I'll point out who is who. This one's my favorite. And I got more on the back. They're all very cute. They were like the first things I bought in Ottawa at all. This is the opening page. I decided that I just wanted it kind of simple. I actually really like this blocky lettering here. And then of course we got the date, and we got a plane, and then we got my Moth persona flying around, and then me and the little Garf Sona in a hot air balloon. I felt like going with something simple. Here are some business cards. So the person who did these drawings, that is Maureen Creates, this one, and then these like moth ones are this watercolor person, Allison Watercolor. Here's some stuff I actually got at the flea market. I found the Build-A-Bear frog, and I was like so happy that I found him. And then I also got like this moth clip, and it's like totally my colors, so I'm very happy about that. That was a postcard that some guy at the vendor was giving out for free. And then the same day, I saw Labyrinth for the first time. My cousins, who would not know how much it has changed my life, I have seen it at least 3 or 4 times afterwards. And it's only been like 2 months since I was there. I was watching Mary Poppins, so I drew Mary Poppins, and we were having lasagna, so I drew Garfield, obviously. This is when we went to the Nature Museum, I believe, and I'm like, I want to draw the dinosaurs, so I drew the dinosaurs, and then I wrote down a bunch of, like, things that they had. There's a self-portrait of me drinking really overpriced chocolate. And you can't really see them here, but we got more drawings, and I don't like any of them. This was a big whale skull, and then more fish. I really like him. I think I should make that in a sticker or something. Really. Here, that was also from that religious pamphlet where I got the calendar. It was like God's best friend or something, man's best friend. And then there's the tickets and the day pass. Yeah. I love tacos so much, man. While I was there, we had a taco night, and they were like the best tacos ever that I've ever had. I love tacos so much, man. So I drew this La Cucaracha, because tacos. But then I did draw a self-portrait of me because I didn't know what else to draw, and I was kind of sad. And what I do when I'm kind of sad, I draw self-portraits for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's just like a comforting thing. Yeah. Obviously, I was not in a good mood. Womp womp. This was a brownie sundae parfait thing that I got at Cacao 70. If I ever go back to Ottawa, that's like the first place I'm going, man. I need this again. It's just chocolate on more chocolate with even more chocolate. It's like my dream dessert. While I was there, I ended up going to Walmart like by myself, and I saw the Mariah Elizabeth like little figures, and I picked one up and I got Naked Christopher. In the Glebe, they have like this annual garage sale, so I got a couple things actually. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. There's like a thing here and it's sticking to the business card. But I got this jacket because for some reason while I was there it was like raining so much and so often. There was a few thunderstorms. And I'm like, why is it raining so much? It's supposed to be summer. But you know, whatever. And then I also got a Littlest Pet Shop, and I love her like so much. And then I got a Garfield McDonald's toy. This was at the Redo Canal. I think it's Redo. I don't actually know. It was the canal, and I just did like a quick little study. While I was in Ottawa, the freaking King of England just like showed up randomly. So obviously, I'm like, this is a one-in-a-lifetime chance to see King Charles. It's King Charles now, right? And Queen Camilla. That sounds about right. I did not take this photo. I took this photo, though. It was the only photo I got of him just passing and just seeing his hand. But then I went online and found this one, and I just stuck it in here. This was a tree that was there, and I thought it was pretty, so I drew it. The same day, I went to a Star Wars trivia night with my cousins and a couple of friends, and it was so fun, and I got food, and I was so happy. Just, like, talking about Star Wars and eating food. It's, like, my dream. And so here's, like, we had to, like, make lists of things to get points. So we had to go some of our lists, because I brought, like, stuff with me, and I was doodling away. These are... Oh no, I'm blanking on the name. Editing me here. I never figured out what these flowers were called until the next day. They're lilacs. They're meant to be lilacs. I'm so sorry to the lilac lovers out there that I could not remember the name. What is it called? This is my cousin's favorite flower, and she wants to get like a tattoo done of it, so I was coming up with some design. I really like this one the best, to be honest, but I prefer like a stem like this one, so I'd switch it over. One thing about me is that I have really bad seasonal allergies and cat allergies, so I ran out of my allergy pills while I was there and I had to get new ones, so I threw like the side effects in my thing, and I wrote, I love having allergies, because pills. It's not fun when you don't take your pills. This was my first time going to Quebec. My aunt and I, we just went across the border because they were right there. We just went to the nearby history museum. Not the best museum that I went to, but I got this ticket. And then after I went to see my older cousin, and she had the cat. So there's more of the cat. She curled up on my lap and it was very cute. This is some redesigning of my persona. Has that video come out yet? I don't know at this point. Spoilers, I'm redesigning my persona again. Also, I've been drawing them in the new design for every drawing now. Here's more of that. I really like this. I like how the Moth persona is like drawing traditionally, and then the Garf persona is a little iPad kid. I think that's funny. Before I go to the next page, just a little disclosure, I guess. A little warning, content warning. There is drawings of weapons, and then I might talk a little bit about things that are not very cool things, like war and dictators. And that's not amazing to hear about right now. So if you don't want to hear about it, I skip until I go way past it. But anyway, this is when I went to the War Museum, which is the best museum that I went to while in Ottawa. And I just had a blast. Like, I drew a bunch of guns, I drew cannons, I drew... What else I draw? These are some of my favorite drawings in this book, gonna be honest. We got Vimy Ridge. This is a little cold weather flying suit, I guess. This is that guy's car. I was right beside his car, had a bullet hole in it, and I accidentally drew it upside down. It was a total accident, but I think it's a little bit ironic. It was really interesting to be right beside. I was absolutely flabbergasted while standing next to it. Moving on, we got more anti-aircraft, anti-tank guns, and then more flying suit. Didn't say where this actually from. I think it's Britain, though. Then we got another gun, we got a TV, and they had like a rubbing thing that you could do as an activity, and then I just kind of like took them. And, oh yeah, my aunt got me a shirt, and it's like one of my favorite shirts now. And then I got a thing of M&Ms. Obviously. So I stuck it in. Here was another flea market, so here's a bunch of business cards. I didn't draw anything for it this time, but there was some great ones. I got a lot of stuff from Lily Pad Illustrations. I got like a crap ton of stickers. I got a tote bag. I got some art prints, and I got like a glass cup or something. Because she was, like, totally my vibe, and she was so sweet and so pretty. So, yeah, check her out. Lily Pad Illustrations. I think she's on Etsy. Yeah. This is my boyfriend's cat, Zeus. I was trying to figure out how to paint him for a anniversary gift of a painting. So that's all I did, really. And then I went right into the painting. That's a self-portrait, and then this is the first time I ever got Uber Eats. This night, at the rabbit hole I'm 19, and I'm not someone who drinks, but my cousin and her friend and I went to this place and got some drinks, and of course I got a spiked Shirley Temple. I usually get like a virgin one or whatever. It was fine. Second time we went to Quebec. We did like a whole road trip. We were going to Quebec City, and that's all I really need to tell you. On the way, we, of course, got Saint Hubert. I think that's how you say it. Apologies, my French is, like, atrocious. But it's really yummy. So, if you're ever in Quebec, you should get it. Here is, things from Quebec. One of the only things I bought at all was a Gustav Klimt mug at a little art gallery, and it came with like a tin. This tin, and I house all my stickers in it now. So I got all of them in here. But Gustav Klimt is like a big inspiration for me. And the kiss is my favorite painting, and the mug had the kiss on it. So obviously, I was gonna get it. Then that's a little pressed flower. This was a building that I drew while in the blazing hot sun. And that is one of the many cannons that they have in Quebec City. And what is this? Oh, this was for the ferry. I know exactly what that's for. Here are some of the businesses we went to. There's a little restaurant. This was another restaurant, and I did a little cool page because they had cool paper. We also went to the aquarium, and this is all I really drew. That was the day we went home, and I got another pressed flower, and I got another St. Hubert. Now, here I am back in wherever I live, and this is when my friend asked me to paint his grad cap, so here was some studies I was doing, and this is the one that I went with, and he really liked it. These are paint swatches, and I drew on them. My partner is getting his wall painted purple, but I took them because he was going to throw them out, and I scrapbooked them and drew on them. It was fun. Then we went to the local Royal BC Museum, and I tried doing the same thing that I did in Ottawa. It was not as successful, but I did draw the woolly mammoth. These were our tickets, and the little exhibition that they had was like, you took this little thing and it was like indie music, and you put it to the sensor and it plays a video or something. They had a stage that you could go onto, so that was fun. This is when I got my markers, and I was making fun of Posca for misspelling blue, unless I meant to spell blue or bool or whatever this says. But to test them out, I drew this purple three-eyed goat. Spoilers for another project that I'm working on. It's not a secret. There's like lots of Instagram reel trends that for artists, and I want to do some, and this one is the nasty dog, and it actually works with mine and my partner's sort of like furry personas. I was doing some like little sketches to figure out how I would draw them, because I've been thinking about it for a long time, and it's not popular anymore, but I still want to do it. The only time I do trends is when they're over. That's the rule. I work on a farm now, so I was trying to come up with ideas for a painting thing for it, because, okay, technically I don't work on the farm. I am helping set up for the Halloween. It's pretty popular. That was also from it, so if anyone is from around here, you're gonna see stuff I painted. These are just stamps that my aunt sent me a long time ago, and I found them, and I'm like, I'm gonna stick these in my book, and then I never did anything with them. I just like left them there. This is for a, should I say private? Yeah, private commission that I'm doing. I don't really do a lot of big painting commissions, mostly because I don't have the time. I might open up like small digital commissions, but I'm not 100% sure. While I'm in art school, we'll see if I need like cash on the side. But this is something way bigger. I actually might make a video on this because it's a huge project that I am working on. This is all that's done of it, by the way. Here is more redesign stuff, also Minecraft coordinates. Here's sneak peek. Oh god. Rats. Yeah, my friend wanted me to draw him as a rat. So I was trying to figure out how to draw rats in a funky, funny style. And I kind of landed on like these two. Here is more Stella and that angel character. They're from the same story. She still doesn't have a name. I don't know her name, but she's cool. I really enjoy drawing her. This is based off of a drawing I saw on Pinterest, and I wanted to try it, and I just wanted to fill up space. So there you go. This was me trying to figure out my dip pen. I got a converter for it, and I think it's the ink that's the issue. Because it does work, but the ink dries really fast, and it's like, doesn't flow very well. So I'm gonna have to get new ink. More of me struggling, and then more of her, because I love her. She's so pretty. More of what Instagram tells me to do. Cows, snakes in love, and then I think this is Gerard Way. I don't really know what to say. And we got more Chad and Lucy. They're cute. And sunflowers. This is one of my OCs. I don't remember her name. She's like a space mechanic, and I still don't know what her hair looks like, so I was trying to figure it out. And I think I figured it out here. This is more of a scrapbook page. Coca-Cola is doing their Star Wars stuff again, so I accidentally, this is not on purpose, I got Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then later on I got Grievous, and then I just cut them out and, you know, did the joke. This is a Buzz Pass, and these are from little bubblegums. Oh, and we got more anatomy. I really enjoy drawing anatomy. It's like, it fills up a page. I only take like a minute of my time doing each drawing. Like that took me a minute. And I feel like it actually helps me like loosen up my wrist, but also figure out like how each thing works pretty quickly. So if you want to like practice for whatever reason, I would recommend that. It's similar to what we do in art school. We do like a 10-second drawing, and then like a 20-second drawing, a 30-second, and then like a minute, and then 5 minutes, half an hour, and then an hour. And it's quite fun. I actually really enjoy doing it. It's not for everyone, but if you want to get better at doing like quick gestures and quick drawing, I would recommend this. Line of action. Yeah, I recommend it. And I do it lots. This is just paint pens. I don't know what to tell you. I got bored and I'm like, I want to draw with my paint pens, so I drew that. Here is another scrapbook page. I hung out with like my best friend, my partner the other day, and they both got their ears pierced. I didn't, because I have a fear of pokey things. This is the stuff that we did. Yeah. More line of action. Even more. This page is like awful to draw on. And then the final page. This is a pressed flower again, and the end. Yeah, and these were my past 2 sketchbooks. I think I'm gonna do like a start my next sketchbook with me, and it's number 40. Thank you so much for watching this video, watching my other videos, liking and commenting. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, whatever it be, whenever it'll be. Bye! That was so dramatic. I'm gonna go chug water now. My throat hurts. I've been talking for almost an hour. Oh my gosh!